When creating a brand strategy, you have to keep in mind, why do you need a brand strategy? Sometimes brand strategy is not the best option for your business, and most of the time it is. Most of the companies that I've worked with have always needed brand strategy. And when I take a look at most of these companies, we all need brand strategy, and we need a plan of action to understand how our company is going to go from 0 to 100. But we want to stay away from any short-term or quick strategies. Trying to get rich quick, it never works. It's never a good idea. The best solution and the best strategy is always the long-term one, and it should take you time to grow your company, to grow your brand, and you should be able to look after it properly and take care of it. So you wouldn't want to rush into things and make sure that it ends up hurting your brand. So when creating a brand strategy, you have to first understand who your audience are, who your customers are, what is your unique selling point, and where do you fit in the market. If there is a space for you in the market, if there is a gap for you in the market, where do you stand? Compare yourself to your competitors and understand what they're doing and what you could do differently to stand out from the crowd and to be different. And that's what it's about. So when you're creating a brand strategy, you want to understand what is your plan for the next year and what's your plan for the next 2 or maybe 1 to 5 years or 5 to 10 years. And have an end goal in mind where I want to reach this target in 10 years, and our company should be, or our brand should be at this position in 10 years. To take step by step, small actions and small steps to creating a brand strategy. Creating a brand strategy is not easy. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of research into the brand, and that's why it takes us a lot of time, especially us brand strategists and brand designers. It takes us a lot of time to understand your business, your brand, and where you want to take the brand next. So we have to study your audience, your target audience, your customers, and really the first step I always take is to really see if this would be the best decision for you at this current stage where you are with your business, where you are with your company. We want to understand what's been going well for your business at the moment, what hasn't been working and what could be improved. So we try to take a look at everything. And you have to understand, when you want to create a brand strategy, you got to keep in mind on who you're trying to target, and if it's going to meet their expectations, are they going to like it, and the message that you're putting out there, is it actually going to hurt your brand and backfire kind of thing on you. So that's the last thing you want to do, just because it's harder to recover. If you do something, if you put a marketing campaign out there, or a design, or you put something out there with a message and it comes across in the wrong way and you didn't mean it that way at all, it can backfire and you will lose a lot of customers. So with brand strategies, the first step is do a lot of research. Research on your competitors, research on your products and your services, and see how it's going to affect other people around you or who are in that environment, in that space. After you've done the research part, the next part would be the development stage. The development stage, it's something where you sit down with your brand strategist and you come up with a plan for what is the best steps to take. Sometimes we all have this habit, even I do this sometimes too, that we like to just self-diagnose ourselves with problems. And sometimes we think maybe it's the marketing that's the problem, maybe it's our designs. So it's important that we really try to understand where our company is and see if this is the actual problem that we're going through. And taking it step by step to understand how you want to grow your brand, how you want to reach the right type of people, and you want to put the right type of content in front of the right type of people. So understand where are your audience. The the people that the group of people that you're trying to target. Where do they spend their time mostly? Are they online? Are they offline? Do they even use social media? Or are they a bit old school and they like magazines and newspapers, or leaflets and flyers and posters? So you have to understand where your customers are and then go through a brand strategy from there. And you want to understand how the marketing, the graphic designs, the overall branding, how each of these parts to your brand will come in together and play as one. And that's, if you're able to figure that out, you have a really good brand strategy, and you have a really overall good brand. And really, brand is something what people think of you. It's your reputation. So I might have a different version of your brand, and your friend might have a different version of your brand. But end of the day, if it's something positive, we have a good thing about your brand. So you want to be giving off an impression that should represent your brand correctly. So for example, if you are in a cupcake business and you want to build a brand around cupcakes and making custom, cupcakes with a lot of cool designs, and it's personalized to every single customer, for example, you might want to target a lot of these bakeries and stuff to get your brand out there a bit more. But also you want to understand that each of that interaction that you're going to have with that type of customer has to be very special and meaningful in its own way. So then you've got to figure out how I'm going to reach these customers. What type of strategies do I use? What type of designs do I use? Is your brand going to represent more of a friendly and welcoming type, or does your brand represent more of a serious and sophisticated kind of brand? And especially if you have a cupcake business, you probably want it to be very playful, fun and friendly and welcoming. So and it's got to look tasty and delicious too. So that is the main part. So you have to make sure that whatever strategy that you're using, it's representing that and it's not representing anything else. And when your target and your potential customers do see any content, any materials that you put out there, it's got to give them off that impression, and it's got to make sure that your brand is in a position where now it's recognizable, and you have a group of followers and fans that really love your brand and really want to be involved with your brand. So it's important that you keep an interaction with your customers, but also understand that building that reputation is very important. And at times we get busy and we forget how important it is to stay in touch with people that love our brand and love our business and appreciate our business. So sometimes it's good to give them a gift and a thank you, personalized message too. So there's a lot of ways you can understand, but with brand strategy, there's a lot of work that goes into it. And I'm not able to cover everything, but just off top of my head, I hope that helped. If you do want more of a detailed explanation of brand strategy, or maybe how to start doing your own brand strategies, do let me know and I'll make a separate video for that. So thank you for watching. Until next time, stay blessed and take care.